anniversaries. It's a special anniversary today. I don't know if you're across this YouTube, but today is the 40th with David Niven.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, this was... Do you remember going? You were far too young.
Bond as a kid is your Bond.
It is interesting how it's sort of outlived, you know, feminism, post-feminism. It's still a role model. Men still want to be Bond. Women still want to be with Bond. Let's put it that way.
That's right.
But she was the woman we all wanted to be because we all wanted him to go for the kind of boring one. Down with her and not go off with these flighty other women. I mean, goodness me, poor Miss Moneypenny, she waited for him.
And without question, she was the best Moneypenny as well.
The most recent one.
Very much too. Yeah, it's instant
money.
Yeah.
There was nowhere where he couldn't go any further up, so it had to come down at some point, didn't it? It's a bit extreme.
Well, I think... Oh, listen, I'll tell you what, don't worry.
He's actually... The child doesn't come out.
I mean, I did both OK and Hello for my kids, and I loved people who criticise people who have their babies photographed. You get the most brilliant picture. When you have a baby, you're feeling awful. And makeup artists arrive, put some makeup on you, they pose you with the child you think is gorgeous, but looks a little...
It fills your baby.
Well, not quite that level, but yes, absolutely.
Yes, it does.
It's a kind of win-win, and they're lovely. Everybody, oh, isn't the baby lovely? Isn't that? And it's the house we want to see.
Of course. Show them. Let's go in Hello.
Magazine.
Yeah, it is how she makes a living, though, isn't it?
Talking about just being a...
Well, interesting. Let's do Fern Britton in a minute. Let's talk about
Fern
Britton. Fern and I worked together years and years and years ago, and she's always been a kind of larger lady, and she's always been a real kind of an inspiration for everybody who struggles with their weight, because she's somebody who is very proudly bigger and has said, you know, diets don't work. Well, she's now lost a huge amount of weight.
She has, and there are photographs of Fern.
I think that changed her completely.
No,
it is
I
unhealthy.
don't think it did. I think that, you know, she felt that the fact that she wasn't a size 8. Now, she says she's lost all this weight because she's doing this charity bike ride, so she's done a lot of exercise. She claims not to have dieted. Now, as somebody who's... And every pound I've lost has been hard work. I never believe anybody who says you don't diet, because I don't know how you magic away the pounds without really hard. But she's done it sensibly, and good for her, and if she's happier... The thing, of course, is that her husband, Phil, is very clear in saying, I love Fern.
No, I'm all right. She hadn't thought that one. Steady.
I mean,
no, I don't know.
You see those ads on TV for the loan companies, and they've got stuff about, are you having people ringing you up trying to get, you know, the money you owe them? When you're actually, you know, on a very low income and you're mired in debt, to have those debts paid off would improve your life. Yes. That's right. I think you have to ask it, what are the kind of... If we're talking people who make money, what are the kind of people who go out to make a huge fortune? What is it about them, intrinsic unhappiness, that forces them to become successful? So they will never be happy. Their house will never be big enough, the car will never be flash enough. No, I think that if we're talking about fabulous, you have to work out what their motivation is. But I think for most people, yes, I think it's a question of degree. I think most people, you know, to win £1 million, pay the debts, it would sort out the kids' education, maybe it would make most of us very comfortable, very content, I think. You could ask the money with the Christmas Club last year. They'd saved all your company went under.
That's true.
You know, when you're living on that level of income, £1,000 would make a huge difference because it does open your horizons. It does enable you to send the kids to university rather than them having to get a job. It does mean that you can actually both afford a car. You can live a safer life. You can live a more comfortable life with fewer worries. When you become a whole new sort of pressure comes on you.
That's true. I mean...
Bannatyne from Dragon's Den. And I said to him, well, I suppose you've got this big house somewhere. He said, no. He said, I have a modest house, a modern house, on a little close, because I want my kids to be able to have a kid next door with a bike to play with. And I thought that was really a happy man, because he doesn't want the trappings for no reason.
And it's also about having a...
was to be taken to